I like doing these signs in the morning because I feel like Bob Dylan in the Subterranean Homesick Blues. Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine. Good morning, everybody. Mixing up some coffee.
Gotta get the half and half.
Gotta get some half and half. Yes. Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend. That's right. It is. If you're in the Newport area, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. is the Memorial Day Parade. It starts either at the Municipal Building or the Family Dollar, and it goes to Gardner Park, and then there is a Memorial Day service in the park right by the memorial as you cross the bridge. So that's tomorrow at 10 o'clock. They call it the unofficial start to summer. So summer is almost here. Tomorrow, summer's here. All right. All right. Let's see. Good morning, Tristan. Tristan is in. He's ready for the show. We're just going to check to make sure that we're on all the platforms before we go too much further, because if we're not, then I have some computer yelling to do. Looks like we're good. Christopher Roy is there. Firewood. Christopher Roy says get firewood. Are you talking to have like a bonfire? You're not heating your house, are you? Lindy, good morning. I think we're good. I don't think I need to go online to check to make sure we're online, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, yeah. Show's on. Show's on. We're good. All right. It's going to be a fantastical show today. It's a beautiful day outside. I almost set up on the back porch in the nice sunshine. But then I said, I have a guest on today, and if people are mowing the lawn, that's not going to be a good thing. So we're inside. Oh, you're getting your firewood for this upcoming winter already. Chris, you're jumping way too far ahead. Way too far ahead. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Robert. Oh, my dad's on. There's my dad. All right. The gang's all here. I think we should start the show. Today on the show, we have a special guest. We have singer Carly Clark, who is going to be on the show. She moved to the area. I don't know when, but recently. So we're going to talk to her about her music career and listen to some of her songs and have a good old conversation over coffee. I also got some cartoons for you, and I have some shows coming up. We'll talk about all that, but we better get the show started. That's what I say. So, I don't know. What kind of... I think we're doing the... Yeah. What's the name of that company? The coffee that we're... Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. That's what we're drinking today.
That used to be our go-to.
Yeah.
We'll have to venture again.
All right. I didn't spill it on myself. It's going to be a good show. All right. Well, let's get it started, shall we? So grab yourself a cup of coffee. I will be your Todd. Coffee with Todd starts, hey, right now. All right. All right, there we go. The show is officially started. Good morning, Mr. Carbonneau.
Take it easy, you guys.
Take it easy. Tristan's on. Tristan's watches the show every week. He says he has to leave at 10 today to go four-wheeling with his family, though.
Nice.
That's all right. You'll still get to see most of the show. We try to wrap up around 10-ish. We got, who else is on here? Good morning, Danielle. Not you. It's a different Danielle.
Wow. No, just kidding.
My buddy Alan says, say his name backwards. He's awake for the show this morning. He does a show Saturday nights called Batterday Night Live.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me get my guitar. So I'm going to sing a song, then we'll do some cartoons, and then we'll get our guest on here who's patiently waiting in the green room. First, let me pop this little puppy Joe up here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. This is the link for tips. If you would like to send a tip to the show, not a suggestion. I'm talking monetary.
Talking dollar signs.
We're talking dollars, baby.
Dollars in the tip jar, please.
Suggestions don't pay the bills.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Danielle got to hear me complain because yesterday they raised the monthly price of the platform that I use. Must be the gas on the internet's getting really expensive. I don't know. Al, what's going on? Good morning, man. So yeah, the show's free, but if you can kick in a few, like buy me a cup of coffee, basically, and it helps pay the streaming costs and the gas prices to go from my bedroom to my living room.
From our living room to your living room.
You know, it's so. A friend asked me the other day, like, how much the show. They said, how much does a show really cost you to do? So I did the math. I did the math. It's about $100 a month. That's what the show costs. Which isn't crazy, but, you know, that's what the math says.
Right.
Where is... I'm looking for a folder. All right, so Danielle said that I should do this song this morning, and I'm gonna. What is happening? There we go. Oh, I'm looking for a folder. You know how it is when you're looking for folders. Yes, and my stepmother asked about a secret field trip very soon. Now that Danielle's feeling better, maybe we can go on that secret field trip. Yeah. All right, we're going to do this one. I'm all done hitting buttons. Let's sing a song, then we'll get Carly on here. On the show this morning, by the way, if you're just tuning in, singer-songwriter Carly Clark is going to be joining us in just a few moments. And I've got some cartoons for you and some shows that are coming up. A whole bunch of good stuff. But first, let's sing a song on this Memorial Day weekend. I need coffee. I went walking that ribbon of highway stop me as I go walking down that freedom highway. Nobody living gonna make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the river Florence to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Sorry about that microphone.
Getting on that action.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Welcome.
I messed up my solo.
It's called humility.
Yeah. That's what live music's all about.
That's right.
You want music without mistakes? Listen to the radio. Or one of those singing songs on the TV.
On the TV.
Not singing songs, singing shows, you know.
Singing song.
One of them singing songs on the TV. All right. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's look at the chat. How we doing? How's everybody doing? All right. Lindy says the mule is road ready.
Nice.
All right. We're going to get singer-songwriter Carly Clark here on in just a couple minutes. First, let me show you where I'm playing coming up, because I told you all last week that I had some shows coming up, but I couldn't remember when any of them were because I hadn't written them in my calendar yet. That's how I roll. But that's all right. Fear not. Not only did I write them in the calendar, I put them in this handy little graphic card for you. Look at this. So, coming up real soon, June 9th, I'm going to be with Sean McCarthy, my buddy Sean, who was on the show 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. He's playing at Cafe Lottie or Loti?
I thought it was Lottie.
Lottie.
The only reason I say that is because I know somebody that has their beautiful pottery there. And I swear she said Lottie, but I could be wrong. So
Okay. Let's say
we'll
Lottie.
stand corrected here when we figure it out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Anyway, he asked me to open the show for him, so I'm excited about that. July 9th, the Northeast Kingdom Hematology Oncology Brewfest, raising money for patients that are battling cancer in the Northeast Kingdom. Do it every year. I'm excited for that. It's at the Barn on Top of the World. August 18th, the Tucker Box Lunchtime Music Series in White River Junction. And August 28th, the trio, the Todd Pronto trio, is going to be at the Champlain Valley Fair.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what we got so far. Couple more in the works, not finalized yet, but it's fun to be getting some shows back on the schedule. It's been a long while. As you know, not only am I a beloved folk singer, I'm also a world-class cartoonist. And real quick, I'm going to show you these cartoons that I have. Midlifethesis.net is the website. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. It's me. You can follow me. Midlife Thesis. Every Wednesday morning, every Sunday morning, a new cartoon comes out. These are the cartoons that came out this week. Wednesdays was this cartoon. Danielle can't see. The Insignificant Other cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah. I like this one. I always hear people saying that. This is my significant other. I'm like, well, who are the other people? They insignificant to you? They mean nothing? It's not very nice. Ba-dum-tsh. And the one that came out today, since Memorial Day weekend, is the unofficial start to summer, and everybody's going to be drinking their stupid White Claw hard seltzers. It's a brand new drink for y'all, and it's healthy. Hard apple cider vinegar. Doesn't that sound disgusting?
Yes.
Mm.
Is there
This-
bubbles in that?
By the way, there's
Is
bubbles.
there bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay.
This cartoon took way longer to draw than it should have.
They see the detail you put in that label there with the grandma.
Yeah, do you see the detail in that?
Grandma looks like she's had a little too much of that.
Yeah, if you want to see it full size, go to midlifethesis.net. You can see everything. Yeah. So there you go. Seriously, White Claw. I mean, so I quit drinking like 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So obviously this wouldn't interest me anyway, but I like seltzer water,
Yum.
and I feel like it's water. Like, why do we have to put alcohol in everything?
True.
Right?
Agree with you. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have anything against alcohol.
Right, just
I personally
just
can't control it.
Just there should be more options of
Yeah.
fun things to drink that don't have anything
Yeah.
in it.
Like, when's Hood putting out spiked milk?
Ew. Well, I guess is that
It's
eggnog?
it's coming. Yeah, it's eggnog. You wait. It's coming.
Is that what they call
You
it?
think that
Spiked
they
milk?
wouldn't put alcohol in milk, but they just put it in water. We can't get through anything in this country without alcohol in it. All right.
And people still don't drink enough water, so I
They
don't
still,
know.
yeah.
You
Hey, I
still
got an
hydrated.
Can you imagine at the boardroom? I got an idea. Americans aren't drinking enough water. We should put alcohol in it. Well, alcohol dehydrates you.
I was like, wait a minute.
They're too stupid to know that. just put the alcohol. Because it can't
Low
be.
carb, Todd.
Oh, it's
Come
low
on.
carb.
Trying to watch the carbs while you have your.
Yeah, after 2 drinks, nobody cares about carbs.
I know, I'm just kidding.
All right. Do you want an earbud
Oh, yes,
so you can
please.
hear
Yes,
our
please.
guests? All right. I'm going to give Danielle the left ear. Here you is.
Thank you very much.
All right. That's enough of me complaining about all the things they put alcohol in
And the rising cost of streaming.
and the rising cost of. That's true. Yeah. All right. She's got her earbuds in. There's no feedback. We're all set. All right. We're going to bring up some names real quick so everybody knows who everybody is. And our guest is ready, I think. She's ready. Ready or not, here we go. Carly Clark. Hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing well. You?
Good. I went 20 minutes. I tried to tell you I was going to do 15. Didn't happen. That's all right.
All good. No, it was very great to hear you, and yeah, you're funny.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
We have fun. I'm so glad to have you on
Yeah.
the show. Carly and I met, was it February? Or was it later than that?
It might have been beginning of March.
Yeah, maybe it was the beginning of March. All I remember is that there was no snow on the ground yet, or at all, sorry. And it didn't feel like winter, but it was still winter.
March 30th.
Yeah.
March 30th. It was March
Oh,
30th?
okay. Never mind.
I found the pictures.
Oh, Danielle looked at pictures. All
I
right.
know, 'cause I have the pictures.
Well, no wonder there was no snow on the ground. Anyway, we did a show together at the Derby Community Church. Our friend, Pastor Mike Haddad, did a benefit concert, and that's where we met. And we talked a little bit, but we didn't get a whole lot of time to talk because there were a lot of people around, and there was like a little dinner after, and you had your kids were keeping you kind of busy. They do that, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah. One daughter.
One daughter. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So, but anyway, I said I gotta get you on the show, and here you are. So, I'm gonna get rid of this little logo right here, and I'm going to make us bigger.
Perfect.
There we go. I like that better. There we go. That's way gooder. So, Carly is a singer-songwriter like myself. So you write your own music,
Yep.
and you have I'm not super prepared, but I know you have at least one EP out right now.
Yeah. So I actually have two EPs,
Okay.
but you know how like it is when you like have your newer one, you kind of promote that one, and the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the newest one?
The newest one is called Destinations. And when I say
Okay.
newer, I mean it's still pretty old. Like it was 2017, and then I recorded a 5-song like for another EP last summer. It didn't come out, but then this summer I don't want to get too much into it. I'm gonna be releasing a single and so on
Cool.
and so forth.
Yeah, I saw online that you were recording a new single. Like,
Yep, it's already
not
done.
long-
It's already mastered. It's already ready to go.
Oh, it's not out yet though.
Not out yet. Nope. Not until August.
August. Okay. So we have to wait. Do I get like an advance copy?
I could probably send you over. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I haven't written. I've got a whole album 3/4 recorded, and then when the pandemic hit, it just kind of uprooted everything, and we just haven't finished it yet. And it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Definitely.
It's not just like you write a song and you record it and it's out. Like there's a lot to do, and
Yep.
and it's expensive and it's time consuming, and when you have to work other jobs to make ends meet, that kind of takes precedent. And I don't have kids, but I'm sure having a family adds a whole other layer onto it that I can't even imagine.
Yep.
How long have you been like writing your own music and performing it?
So, I taught myself how to play guitar in 2011.
Yeah.
But I like ever since I was like a little girl, like probably like 9, 10, I started writing like stories and stuff like that. But when I taught myself how to play guitar, at first I tried playing cover songs, and like it's hard to sing and play at the same time when you're first learning. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna write my own songs. And so like that's how I actually like was able to get the flow of like singing and playing guitar at the same time.
Yeah.
And I played for friends in college and things, and they were like, wow, like this is like really good, you're onto something here. And so I was like, you know what, yeah, like I think songwriting is one of my things. So that was kind of like the evolution of everything. And then when I met my husband, he also just kind of projected me to be like, yeah, Carly, like you should share your music with others. And yeah.
That's really interesting. It's either musicians either start covering other people's music, which is what the vast majority of musicians do, and then they start writing their own songs, or like you, myself, I started writing songs as soon as I knew 2 chords, but I was always a creative person, so that made sense. But I've never heard anybody say that they started writing their own songs because it was easier to learn to sing and play at the same time. That's really fascinating to me, and I suspect that might be the case for a lot of people, because Danielle plays guitar a little bit, not a lot, but she messes around with it, and she has a hard time singing and playing a different rhythm. And maybe you need to write your own
Write
song.
your own stuff. Yeah, it really it does. And then once you get that, then you can like start. I don't know. That's how it worked for me.
That's a great idea. I've never heard anybody vocalize that, but I suspect that that's true for a lot of artists. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So math. So you've been playing guitar for 12 years?
Yeah. Yep.
Ish.
11, 12. Yeah. Like, yeah, going on. Yeah.
Ish.
Yep.
I had a guy at the Parker Pie open mic a while ago say, he's like 90 something. He's like, I started playing guitar when I was 70 years old. He says, you've probably been playing guitar a lot longer than me. And I'm like, no, I've been playing guitar about the same amount of time as you. The difference is I was only like 20 or something.
That's awesome.
It was really interesting. Yeah. So when you perform, this is, maybe I should back up. No, I won't back up yet. You've performed around here since you've moved here. A couple places.
The only place I've played thus far has been the Tavern on the Hill. Yep.
So you must mix covers in.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I actually, when I play bars and like wineries and things like that, I do mostly covers, and then I
Yeah.
like throw in my originals.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the audience. Like if I know, like when we did that at the church, I only did all originals there. So
Right.
it's like depending on where the venue is and who the audience is going to be, try to cater towards that.
Yep. Yeah, that's the balancing act right there. Do you just sneak in your original songs, or do you tell them that?
I usually say, oh, this next song is an original, and yeah.
My trio, we play a decent amount of covers, but we play a lot more originals now than we used to, and a lot less covers. And I just don't tell people that they're originals now. I just play them. I'm like, whatever. But like I can play 4 or 5 of my own songs, and then we play Folsom Prison Blues, and woo!
Yep.
That's just how it
Something they
is.
recognize.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's different different scenarios. Where you would probably, I don't know who the person is to hook you up with, but I'll find out, because I feel like you'd be really good at the East Side Restaurant, and it's the time of year where you can sing out on the deck, which
Yeah.
is really cool. So
Definitely. Do you play there?
Yeah, the trio's played there a couple times. We haven't been out on the deck though, because like last summer when they had us booked, it was like 80 degrees the day before and 50 the day we got there. So it was towards the end of the summer.
Yeah.
But that's a good mix. You can kind of mix in originals there, and it's
Awesome.
fun. So, all right. So you moved from. I'm gonna have you sing in a few minutes, but
Yeah.
first, you're not originally from here, but you are from here now.
Yes.
So you moved from Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yep.
What part you told me, but
Near Harrisburg.
Harrisburg. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not super familiar. I've been to Pittsburgh and I've been to Scranton,
Okay.
and I haven't seen the rest of the state. I've just been to these two ends.
Harrisburg is like it's kind of the middle of the state, more towards the
Okay.
east, like south central, southeast. Yeah.
So is it an area similar to this?
It's
Like-
more built up there. Yeah, I mean,
It is.
there's some like farmlands and things like, and there's some
Okay.
country, but this is definitely very rural compared to.
Oh,
compared to
sure.
There, yeah.
So what?
Which I love.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what brings you to Vermont? Are you?
My husband's family lives here,
Oh, okay.
and so yeah, I wanted to be closer to his family, and yep.
Awesome. And you like it? Are you a converted Vermonter now?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter wasn't too bad either. I kind of was a little nervous, because I've heard it can be like, January was really cold, but other than that, I mean,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
It wasn't a particularly snowy winter. It was a good starter winter.
Yeah.
But the last couple haven't been. Danielle we've been living together for what, 5 years, 6 years. So the first two, like the snow piles shoveling from our driveway were like over her head, and the last couple, I barely shoveled last year, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But you'll get one. You stick around here long enough, and you'll hate winter like the rest of us. Do you ski or anything with the family? And,
I have snowboarded before. It's been years, like not since basically high school, but something I would like to get back into. I did do cross country skiing like twice
yeah,
this year. I borrowed some cross country skis from some family, and yeah, that was fun.
cool. Yeah, you got to kind of do winter activities to get through the winter, because it can be, it gets dark at 5. Now, where you're from, like winter, you've got to get some snow.
Some, but it melts pretty quick. Like
Yeah.
there have been like blizzards and stuff, but not too often. Yeah.
That's not too bad. Yeah, I have to. One of these days we'll get out there. I don't know. We played in Wilkes-Barre and stayed in Scranton, and I was just looking for Michael Scott from The Office the whole time. And I know I'm not the only one that did that.
And I got
Yep.
to eat at a Bob Evans.
Yeah, and Danielle got to eat at a Bob Evans. So Danielle never heard of Bob Evans before.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was like, we got to eat there. It's really good. I wish we had one here. Yeah. Anyway, we don't need to be talking about Bob Evans. Who the hell is Bob Evans anyway? You know, the Applebee's family just used their last name, but Bob had to put his first name in his restaurant. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about.
That's all good.
Would you like to sing some songs for us?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yay! So I've been getting some comments from different people since I announced that you were going to be our guest.
Yeah.
And people are telling me, "Oh, she's amazing and she has a beautiful voice." So you're already building up a following, which is amazing.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Are you going to be at the tavern or anywhere?
I don't have
soon?
anything. I don't have anything planned.
Okay.
I think I would like to play at the Essex House at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe like in the fall or something.
I've heard that place is great. We haven't been, but a buddy of ours plays there.
You have been there before?
No, Danielle's eaten there, but I haven't. But a buddy of mine has played there, and I guess it's pretty good, right? And they do music there on the regular. I don't know. The pandemic really messed a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been there when they play music, but just.
I find that this area, a lot of places do like 3-hour gigs. Like back
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, you could do like, a lot of places had like 2-hour gigs. Here it
Yeah.
seems like a lot of the places it's like everything's like 3 hours, which is fine. But I mean, it's you know how 3 hours can be.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
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 It's a whole nother set that you have to
Yeah.
get used to. And yeah. When I was in Nashville for a while, and you basically had 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Yeah.
great. I'm like, okay, I only need to learn 3 songs this week.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm going to disappear, and
Okay.
I'm going to turn it over to you. Sing
All
like
right.
2 songs,
Perfect.
and then after you sing those 2 songs, we'll come back and chat a little bit more.
Sounds
So
great.
here she is, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Carly.
All right. Hey. So this first song is an original, and this is called "Beautiful and Free." Looking at the sky tonight, moon is shining big and bright. Hundred fireflies passed on by. World is as it should be, moon reflects across the sea. Feels so right to have you next to me. And oh I wish upon a shooting star. And oh I wish to be exactly where we are. Beautiful and free. Oh. Stand beneath our feet and let the ocean breeze whisper morning, good morning. Thank you. Is it Jane? Thank you, Jane. And this next song I'm going to sing for you guys. So that was called Beautiful and Free. And this next song I'm going to sing for you is another original. This is called Feeling Show. And it's about when you kind of like suppress your feelings about something you're feeling. And you just kind of do like business as usual, but like inside you're like, man, I miss that person, kind of thing. So here we go. Good morning, Tristan. One foot in front of the other, keep it going so it don't bother to think about those things we should. Always a smile on our face, even if we don't like the taste. I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let that feeling show. I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let my feelings show. Don't really write sad songs, cause I don't like where they come from. Something had to go wrong, so I keep these words on these pages, but I'll never ever leave traces. I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let my feelings show. I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let my feelings show. And maybe someday we'll be okay. Heal from the pain of yesterday. And maybe someday we'll be okay. Heal from the pain of yesterday. Cause I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let my feelings show. I miss you, but I'll never ever let you know. I don't let my feelings show. Feelings show. Feelings show. All right.
Yes.
Thank
There's
you,
Danielle's clap.
I hear it. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Marie.
We put her
AMJ.
website right down there. Did I spell everything right? Carly Clark
Perfect.
Music. Yay.
Yep. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Good,
Thank
good.
you. Does Alan want me to say Nella? Is that who they're going by?
Oh, his name. So,
I saw
So
that.
he-
Say my name backwards.
yeah, say my name backwards. Alan Davis is his name.
Thank
but,
you, Alan. Thank you.
But so when I read that originally, I
Yeah.
said, okay, I gotta say his name backwards. So I'm like, Davis Allen.
That's what I did
'Cause
too.
yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. So I'm like, Davis Allen. I'm like, oh, Alan. I know him. He does a live stream show as well, and he's on the other side of J Peak, I believe it is.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see what some of the comments. Nice to hear you sing this morning. Yeah, this is beautiful. Marie. Yeah, we just found out Alan's been in jail. Well, Facebook jail.
Yes. Yep. Man,
And Tristan,
doesn't take
I don't
much
know.
these days.
No, it doesn't. You could even Danielle reposted something from like Poshmart or something, and she got in trouble. She was so mad about it.
I was actually a Secret Santa thing.
It was a Secret Santa
There were
thing.
multiple people that were sharing it, and I'm the one that got punished for it because I was trying to make money.
Oh,
It
jeez.
was bad.
There's Tristan's gonna watch later. I don't know if you've met Tristan yet, but
Nope, but we connected on Facebook yesterday. So,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yep.
Jane says, beautiful voice. Indeed. Yeah, you do have a beautiful voice. Did you
thank
do, did you sing as a kid, like in school or anything? Or is it something you just picked up?
I mean, I was always like singing around the house and like different things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No formal training.
No. I did do some like singing lessons,
Yeah.
but like not for super long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I find most singers, some have the background, but most of them are self-taught, and I like that better. It adds like a little rawness and a little I hate this word because I feel like it's overused, but authenticity. I feel like they use that for everything now. But it's true.
No, actually, the best piece of advice I ever got from a professional musician was, she told me, she said, turn off the radio and find your voice. Because a lot of times, we'll be sitting, you're in the car and you're like singing along to your favorite, artist or whatever, and you're trying to imitate them. You're trying to sound like them. And I still do have like influences from, you have influences from your artists.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
to turn off and just like find your sound,
Yeah.
And that was like huge advice that like I still like carry with me, kind of thing.
That is great advice. It's hard to find. It's easy to emulate, I guess. I know a practice that a lot of artists do, and actually this is a good segue because I wanted to talk to you about songwriting in general. But I know a lot of artists, like my friend Shanna, will pick one particular artist, like I don't know, Lucinda Williams, and she will listen to Lucinda Williams for like a week straight, nothing but her, and then she'll write a song. And she doesn't write a song to try to sound like Lucinda, but she just writes a song with that, I guess, subconsciously in her mind, and she finds that's a good way to vary her music so that you don't, because as artists you're kind of like, we all have like our little thing that we do, like I don't know, like I always play the G chord in everything, so like kind of gets you away from that or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Oh, that's right. Tristan wants to, let me bring this up before
Yeah.
he runs away. So Tristan wrote a song for his fiance
Yes.
and sent the lyrics
Lyrics. Yep.
to me, and I got to add music to it at some point.
Well, and I would say he sent the lyrics to me too yesterday.
Oh, cool. Maybe we should do it together.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we should.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
All right, Tristan, we won't do it right now, not on the show, but that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you'll have to, the next time you do a show, we'll let Tristan know. And so what is your, this always fascinates me because they're never the same. So what's your songwriting process like?
Okay, so for me, I typically sit down, usually it's with my guitar. And I usually always write the chorus first. So I'll play like, chords or whatever, and then kind of get like, okay, this is the feeling of what I feel like the song's about. Sometimes I'll actually get like a picture, like, oh, I could see like this song, like I could see myself sitting down by like the river or something,
Yeah.
But I always write the chorus first, because when you write the chorus, then you can write the song around the chorus, and it can kind of all like tie together. So I don't know, that's my process.
That's a
typically.
great idea.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily go into a song with like, I'm going to write a song about a particular subject. You kind of let it.
Usually, I mean, I do. There are occasional times that I have. Actually, you were saying about your friend with Lucinda and how like she'll listen to her for like a week. Sometimes I'll watch like a movie or like a TV show, and then I'm like, oh, I want to write around this theme,
Yeah.
And so like, and
That's cool.
I do that as well on occasion.
Interesting. It's so fun. There's so many different, there's no one way to write a song, like some people try to write a song every day, which I find is like insanely ambitious. Like,
Yeah, in 2020, I actually released original every single week. I wrote one song every single week, so I had 52 songs, and I just put them on like YouTube and SoundCloud. But it was just like a challenge that I wanted to see if I could do it, and
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, and one of the cool things I had asked like the audience, hey, like give me some words, give me some random words, and so they did, and I wrote
okay.
I wrote a song based on all the words that they gave me, which was like it's super fun if you haven't done that like with like your audience, and just then you can like and then highlight when you like sing that lyric of the word they gave you, you can like post it so they sees like their name and like the word they gave you. I don't know, just stuff like that.
Wow. That's amazing. So let me ask you this. So out of the 52 songs, how many did you get that you're like, this is a keeper. I'm going to record this or I'm going to put it into my live set? Or...
Whew, that is a good question. I think so. Out of the 52, I think I only recorded then like 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So one of
Yeah.
them is Sunflower, which is the song that I'm releasing in August for my daughter. It's a song I wrote
Cool.
for her, and I'm going to
Aw.
release it on her birthday. And then another song that was like kind of when the pandemic first had started, and it was just like a song about like keep going, not giving up type of thing. But yeah, it wasn't a ton, and I haven't like really revisited those songs either.
Yeah. It's funny because like people, a lot of musicians that I know that don't write, they just play. But I try to write songs, but they suck, and I'll try to write a song that's not good. I'm like, well, you have to write a lot of songs that suck to get a good one. Kinda. I mean, not everybody, maybe, but maybe Bob Dylan can just sit down and write a masterpiece or something. But for the most of us, I was not productive at all during the pandemic, but it sounds like you were.
Well, I had planned it before the pandemic. Like I planned it like November of 2019. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna release a song like every single week in 2020. And then when it happened, I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep going. Like
Wow.
and
Yeah,
just why not?
that's
Yeah.
an amazing idea.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, I felt kind of guilty because like during the pandemic, everybody I knew like wrote an album, and I was like, I wrote one song,
You played a lot of
but I played a lot of guitar. I actually became a better guitarist over the pandemic, but I wrote one song. The good news is, it's a good song.
Yeah. When did you write your Dodge Dart song?
Oh my, years ago, 2004, I think.
Okay.
I wrote Dodge Dart.
Yeah.
But it's evolved over time, and live, like where I tell the story in the middle, and that evolved over the years, and that's a fairly new phenomenon, like maybe a couple years ago. But
Yeah, you're.
That-
I just wanted to tell you, you're a great storyteller, and like when
Oh, thank you.
when we were at that event, just how you were able to, engage with everyone and get everyone
Mm.
like into it and excited and say it was like really cool to watch.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's my well, I feel like I have to be good at that because I'm not a very good singer. No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
gosh.
kidding.
Don't say that.
I love being on stage. Like for me, I don't ever really get nervous. I get like anxious to go.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready. So like if it's one of those bills where there's like 5 people before me or something, I'm like like, come on, let's go.
That's so funny. You know what's funny? I don't get nervous either. Like to be up there, I don't get nervous to sing because I'm like I can play
Right.
guitar. I can do that. I can sing, but I get nervous to talk sometimes,
Oh,
depending
interesting.
on the venue because it's like okay, what do I say now? And it's
Yeah.
okay. It depends on like where you're playing at too. Like if you're at a bar, people aren't really there to like they're there to hang out and whatever.
Right.
So I think it also depends on like the setting that you're at. But yeah, like for me, I get nervous sometimes to talk because I'm like, oh, what am I gonna say?
Yeah. I can see that. I was asked to speak at the Rotary one time about my other job. Like I work for NEK TV, the public access television. And I was like, yeah. I perform all the time. And I wrote not a speech, but just like a little bunch of cue cards of like what public access TV does and all that stuff. And I started talking. I didn't have my guitar. I wasn't doing my thing. And I was nervous. And I was kind of like, my mouth was dry. And I'm like, what the hell? You go in front of people all the time. But it was something different. And I was like, oh, I see why people say they don't like public speaking now. Do you like pre-prepare things like say you're going to be singing for 45 minutes, so like I'll play these two songs and then I'll talk about this particular subject? Or
So, not to that extent. I do write out my set list, and I try to say, okay, these are some fast ones, these are some slower songs. I think this is gonna be, good to put here. And every once in a while, I'll say, oh, like this original, I want to like tell a story if
right.
the audience is like, if it's right for the space. But yeah, that's not something I really do too often.
Yeah. I find it helps. That's I like Danielle will always be like surprised at what actually comes out of my mouth, because sometimes I'll tell a story that she's never heard before because it might not necessarily be even true. And it might be about her or something, and she'll be like, what? But I always try to map out like where I'm going to talk and what the general subject will be. I find that helps me a little bit. It slows me down. So I'm not just like, hey. But the greatest advice that I got for performing was from Livingston Taylor, and he has a book on stage performance. And he said, your audience doesn't want you to fail, So like if you're nervous, like, and his whole thing is like, if you're nervous, get over it. If you're nervous, don't sing. And I don't know if that's necessarily true, because when he tells people that, they're like, but I like it. If you're nervous, then there's other things you could do. You don't have to go on stage. But I always enjoyed that piece of advice. Your audience wants you to do well. So you can just relax and smile. And if you play a wrong chord, or if you drop your pick, or it's part of the thing.
Yeah. It's part of the experience. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the greatest thing about live music. You never know what's going to happen. I'm going to have you sing again before we go. But
Yeah.
Danielle wrote a question for me
Cool.
on the back of a bill.
Flip it.
Well, we better throw this away. AARP. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not. It's AAA insurance.
Oh no.
I don't have AAA. Soliciting.
I think they want you to have triple.
What's Danielle's question? Danielle's question is a two-part question.
Oh, okay.
Who do you like to listen to, and who are you inspired by?
All right.
Those are good questions.
Great questions. So who do I like to listen to? So it's kind of funny. Like, I think some of the biggest like influence, and you probably can hear it in my music, would be like, Colby Calais, John Mayer, like
Yep.
Jason Reeves, like that, just acoustic, kind of bluesy sounding music. And then, but a whole plethora. I love Mariah Carey.
Nice.
And then who inspires me? Like from a music perspective, I kind of feel like all those artists in a different way kind of are inspiring. But I always have been kind of inspired by Tori Kelly. I don't know if you heard of her.
No.
She started as like a YouTube, kind of like a YouTube sensation, not like sensation, but like YouTuber. Got her start there, but just like her vocal ability and like her songwriting is just like phenomenal. I think I've seen her like 3 times live.
Yeah. Where's she from? Like
California.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was just like her and her guitar. She did her first EP like in her bedroom.
Yeah.
And then kind of evolved from there. I think now she's signed to like Capitol Records.
Oh wow.
But Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Did you write that down? I think Danielle was right. Yeah.
I like to listen to different artists. That's why I asked the question. I'm curious
Yeah.
what people
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to hear. And then, I just love new music or different artists to check out.
Well, now you got two. Who was the other one? The Reeves?
Jason Reeves. I've
Jason
Jason
Reeves?
Reeves. Yeah,
Love
so
John
he's
Mayer.
he's a singer-songwriter. Fabulous. He actually wrote the song Bubbly with Colby Calais.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you've probably heard in that song called Terrified. I forget who sings that right now. But he like writes his own music, but then he also has written like with other artists, like collaboration.
Cool. Neat. Well, I'll
Yeah.
definitely check it out. That's always good to be a co-writer on a song like Bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you familiar with Steve Poltz?
No.
So Steve Poltz is perpetual obscurity of folk music. He has a career. He can go to any state or city and have 30 or 40 people come see him, which to me, that sounds like the perfect career.
Yes.
He makes a living doing what he loves, but he dated Jewel before Jewel was Jewel, and he wrote "You Were Meant for Me" with her.
No way.
And so he
That's
doesn't
awesome.
have to worry if anybody shows up to his shows. He can just travel around the country if he wants to.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, we got a question from Nella Slvad. How many instruments do you play? Did I miss that question? No, we actually didn't
No.
ask that question.
So I can play obviously guitar, ukulele. Those are like my two. I can dabble with the piano, but I wouldn't say actually like play. And then I have a cajon here
Those are fun.
that I play as well. But yeah, I do. That's something I do want to like spend more time this year is like playing. I've been playing more on the keyboard there.
Yeah.
But yeah. that
Is the bass behind you? Are you a bass
That's my
player?
husband. He actually
He's a bass
plays.
player.
So he learned how to play bass. He's super musical too. And
Yeah.
he actually learned how to play bass when we got married, so he could play shows with me.
Oh, that's cool. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. Does he perform with you now
He used
or
to. He
yeah.
not since COVID we haven't like performed together. But like in 2016, 2017, we performed quite a bit together, and like as a trio, like I have a drummer that would join, and then also sometimes as like a 4-piece with another guitarist, which those are so
Cool.
fun. Those are so fun to play with like a full band.
Yeah. It's so fun playing with a band. It's fun. They're all fun. Like I really enjoy just being on stage with a guitar. Like that's my niche, but playing with a band there's no feeling like it. It's just submersive and you've got the different energies and the different styles of the different people. It's fun.
Definitely. And it takes the pressure, I feel like, off of you. Like, 'cause sometimes we put the pressure on ourselves, and like you can highlight like the other people that you're playing with, which is always awesome.
Yeah. I do a big thing with my trio. I have an upright bass player in my trio. And like sometimes if I'm like forgetting the chords or whatever, I'm just like bass solo. I'm like, all right, that's an E. Okay. A. I shouldn't give that trick away.
That's awesome.
Some of the songs have bass solos in them on purpose, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, take it for a second. All right, let's have you play a final song because we've hit 10 o'clock and we usually try to wrap up 10-ish and you probably want to have breakfast with your family and stuff like that.
Oh, they're out and about now. So,
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Well, I would assume the little one probably doesn't want to sit for an hour and
Oh no, she would have
Listen
been like all up here. I'm like, hey, like.
So he took her outside the weather's beautiful out there.
Yeah, I know. Can't wait to get outside.
Yeah. All right, well let's have you sing one final song and then
Awesome.
we'll wrap it up and yeah, so here she is again. Carly, whoops.
Come on.
Bass solo. I hit the wrong button. Here she is, Carly Clare.
All right, so this is called "Oh Darling." This is another original. Darling, when you open up your eyes, there will be no surprise. I will be by your side. I've been here the whole time. Don't worry, you're not alone. Don't gotta do this on your own. I will always be there for you. I will always care for you. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling. There's no one like you. No one loves me like you do. So many people, all I see is you. When you walk in this way, you know you take my breath away. Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling. There's no one like you. I know this love is true. There's no one like you. I know this love is true. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling. Oh darling, oh darling, oh darling, oh my darling.
All right. Beautiful. Oh, wait,
thank
there we go. There we go. I hit the wrong button. I always hit the wrong button. That's how I roll. Awesome. What was it? What was the name of that one?
That's "Oh Darling."
Okay.
Yep.
I
I
could've-
wrote that for my husband, and
Love it.
we did. So there's an acoustic version that's out on like Spotify and iTunes, and then we actually did like a pop version that we did like a music video for that's on YouTube.
Cool. I love it. Oh, real quick. So whenever I have a guest on, my friends at Prolic Music send the guest a guitar humidifier.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so I'll have you just send me your address
Yeah.
and they'll ship it to you. I don't have one. Well, this is an empty one. Of course, this isn't really humidification season anymore because there's plenty of humidity in the air. But
Yep.
it's this thing, and there's these little. It's hard to show, but there's like these little absorbing gel ball things in there that fill up with the water, and you just put this in your case, and it slowly.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, she brought out the case. Yeah, you fill this with water, and you put it in, and you go, and it soaks up the water, and it lasts for like a month, and it's great to keep your guitars hydrated. So
That's awesome.
they will be sending you one soon.
Thank
and
you.
They usually send it right to the artist. So if they send it to me, I'll figure out how to get it
Okay.
to you. But,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just remembered that I haven't gotten Sean his yet.
Oh.
So when you send me your address, I'll send them both out. It's a lot of stuff to remember.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll do a show together again soon.
Yeah,
Or we'll get
that'd be
together,
awesome.
maybe even like a house concert or something.
That'd be fun. Do you do a lot of those? Do you do?
Yeah, I haven't since the pandemic, but I think they're going to be coming back. People were a little leery about having people in their houses, and
Oh yeah.
and outside can be tough depending on what kind of neighborhood you live in. If there's a lot of mufflers driving by, like I could do a backyard concert at my house, but like I swear nobody in the town that I live in owns a muffler. So like every vehicle's like blah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's funny.
But yeah, and there's another location that I might be bringing a little singer-songwriter series to. So I'll let you know on
Yeah.
that. But we'll get you out and about so people can meet Carly in person. And you got a ton of great responses in the chats here. We're gonna have to go through and run them through. But yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you
Well,
so much for
thank you so
joining me.
much, and
It always goes so fast. Like I feel like I could talk for like another hour, but
I know it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
But people got stuff to do. It's a holiday weekend. It's
Yep, it's
beautiful
gorgeous
out,
out.
after a day of rain. So I think
Yep.
Danielle and I are gonna make breakfast and maybe eat it on the back porch.
Yeah.
Seems like people are done mowing their lawns now. So
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
So,
so much,
we'll get
and
you back.
thank you to everyone who tuned in live and anyone who's going to watch the replay. So appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be in touch. Have a great weekend and say hi to your family for me.
We'll do.
And we'll see you soon.
Yep. Take care.
Oh, cheers.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a coffee? We got to
Cheers.
do our cheers.
Awesome.
Perfect. Awesome. Have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Thank you so much. All right. That was super fun. I'm going to, you guys don't need to see my name anymore. There we go. All right. All right. So we're going to wrap the show up. Danielle thinks that I should do another song though. Should I do another song?
Sure.
What another song am I going to do?
You want to do a rockin' one?
You want me to do a rockin' one?
You want to rap?
Okay, I'll do that one. All right, I'm gonna do a rockin' one for
Rockin'
Danielle.
into the weekend. Well, we technically are on the weekend, but Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. I gotta retune my guitar real quick though, because I was in one of them weird tunings. What are you what are you doing over there?
Sorry, there's some earwax in there.
Oh, Danielle put a bunch of earwax in my AirPod.
Not on purpose. I didn't know my ear was pushing out wax. I gotta clean it. Sorry.
So coming out of these tunings
Yeah.
is always a trip. Because your guitar goes, "What are you doing to me?" Some guitars do it quicker than others. My Martin responds real quick.
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, pick this song. This song's called Crutch. And Mark Sokolis is in the house. Hey, Marky. I bet Mark's going to give us a call after. Well, you walk backwards. I know you're coming back again. 'Cause isolation, man, it creeps right under your skin. Well, all these times you say you won't give in. You walk backwards and come full circle again. So call me crazy, but this time I ain't scared. Thank you. All right. Woo.
Rocking it.
Oh, thanks, Alan. Yes, sir. All right, that's the show. We need to eat breakfast. That was fun. What do you say? Maybe up next week, and depends on how drunk I get. Yes, this is an early show. Some people tell me that it's too early. Some people tell me that it doesn't start early enough. You can't please all the people all the time. Was it? You can please some of the people some of the time. And yeah, but what's the full quote? You can please some of the people some of the time. You can please. No. I don't remember. The main point is you can't please everyone. I usually know that quote, but I just can't think of it. Anyway.
You can't please. No.
You can please some of the people some of the time. You can please all of the people part of the time, but you can't please most of the people part of the.
Yeah. We'll look it up.
I don't know. Normally I know it. I don't know. More coffee. All right, next. All right. Thank you to our guest, Carly Clark. She came on the show this morning, and you can check her music out at carlyclarkmusic.com, or you can find her here on Facebook or on Spotify, YouTube. Yeah, she's on YouTube, Twitter, all that. Go to her website. It's the easiest way, because then it'll send you to all the other places. And we will hopefully... Wait a minute. I got to get my face back on here.
You lost your face?
Yeah, I lost my face. Hopefully we'll do a show with her coming up soon, and we'll let you know when she's got another live and local show. We'll be back next week. Same time, same station. Maybe we'll go out on the porch for the show, depending on the weather and depending on people's lawn mowing schedules. And if you are looking to catch me live, I am going to be at these places. You can go to toddprofit.com for the full list, but the most recent one coming up is in East Burke, Vermont. The thing says Burke, but I think it's East Burke. I mean, you can drive through East Burke and West Burke and regular Burke in about 30 seconds, so... You could throw a rock from West Burke all the way through town through East Burke. All right. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Be safe and be well. And we'll see you next time. Right here on The Price is Right.
What?
That's not the name of this show?
No.
Oh, I thought it was. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you. We'll see you again next time.